Good morning. I'm Scott Harrow, Director of Digital Content at UMHS, and today we're speaking to Class of 2022 graduate Dr. Neda Svrakic. And Neda, good morning and welcome today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Could you tell us a little bit about your residency, about yourself, and also about where you're doing residency and where you're originally from?
Yeah, so I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a first generation Serbian. My parents immigrated in the late 80s, early 90s. I I guess was pre-med basically since I started high school. Did my undergraduate at the University of Illinois, majored in molecular and cellular bio, and then decided med school was the right move for me, applied to UMHS, graduated, and this year, or I guess last year, COVID kind of shifted those dates a little bit. And I applied internal medicine. I matched at the Chicago Medical School here in Chicago, Illinois, which is part of Rosalind Franklin University. They also have a medical school there. Um, and yeah,
Okay, and what made you decide on attending UMHS over other med schools?
so my dad is a psychiatrist at WashU, and one of his residents actually was now a UMHS grad. And so when I was sort of researching where to go, that was really impressive to me, that she matched at a really great program. And she offered to meet with me and sort of give me some insight onto what it was like for her at UMHS and what she liked about it and the opportunities that were available to her through UMHS. And so I met with her. She really had a lot of insight on the quality of the rotations. Chicago is a really big hub for UMHS, so that was important to me that eventually I could sort of still be close to home. Um, and she said amazing professors, basic sciences was really high quality, a lot of emphasis on sort of reaching your highest potential for the step exams. And all of that sounded, great. And she was proof that, she was a testament to UMHS and the success that they can really offer you. And so I applied and went and never looked back.
Okay, great. And were there any professors or staff members, both in UMHS, in St. Kitts and Maine, that were especially helpful or inspiring to you?
Definitely. Um, Gosh, it's hard to choose. The first one that sticks out to me is Dr. Jalan, Path One professor, uh, incredible professor, so knowledgeable, so passionate, so helpful. Um, I think he is probably one of my favorite professors of all time, and that's including my undergraduate experience. And then all of the staff in Maine was so incredibly helpful and gracious and kind, helping us prepare for step one and doing our ICM class up there. And then also Patrick McCormick. He is sort of the residency advisor for us. He really knows this process through and through, is really informative and always available for help, but also sends these really information dense emails that I was continuously referencing, and I think those helped tremendously. I think we're really lucky to have him. I don't know how many med schools have someone that's so, um, he's really advocating for you, and you
For
feel
sure. That's Patrick McCormick in Academic and Student Affairs.
yes.
Yeah, he's great. Is there anything specific about your medical education that you think helped you match in your specialty, other than the great guidance of people like Patrick?
Mhm. I would say the quality of our clinical rotations. The rotations themselves were incredible and super enriching, but also the attendings um, were vouching for you and also advocating for you, were more than happy to write you a letter of recommendation. And I think I never read any of my letters, but I think from what I heard during my interviews, a lot of the letters reflected how not only skills or your knowledge, but how close and how well your attendings were able to get to know you, which I think is a really unique aspect. We're also um, applying for residency, it's not just about having high scores and performing well on a rotation. It's also how are you in a team? How do people, like working with you? So I think that was a really important thing to highlight. And I think a lot of my peers also sort of had the same experience. Yeah.
Okay, great. And is there anything else that you'd like to add about UMHS or the whole UMHS experience or your medical journey, med school journey rather?
Yeah. I mean, I think I highlighted like the most important parts that really helped me throughout basic sciences and the match process in the end. But also, I think just a word of advice would be to, um, you know, stay focused, but also really take care of yourself and prioritize your mental and physical health. I think that's really important. It's easy to lose sight of that because this is a really grueling, demanding process. Um, but work hard, stay focused, prioritize yourself, and I really think there's no reason it shouldn't work out.
Okay, great. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I want to thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Svrakic. And I think you've made us a little more informed about UMHS and internal medicine. And we wish you all the best in your upcoming residency.
Thank you so much, and it was good talking to you, Scott.
Okay, thanks so much and take care.
You too.